up?
What's going on? Jesse,
Casey?
we're here hanging out.
Yep. We're starting our channel. We just wanted to do like an update, intro, tell you a little bit about ourselves.
What's
shop,
going on with us?
What's
What we're
going on?
vaping.
Yeah, what's going on with the FDA comment period for flavors. And
we'll be talking about that later. Battery safety, basic intro video things.
yeah, maybe talk about some other non-vape related stuff, just stuff we like, music, tattoos, etc. Yeah, I guess let's get started.
Let's get right into it.
Take it away.
Hell yeah. So, I borrowed Casey's mod right now because mine's on the charger because I'm an idiot. Forgot to charge it last night. Running the Snow Wolf, the resin Snow Wolf with the fire loop on it. It's got the top one, the blue.
Yeah, I got it somewhere over here. Here, we got
the one blueberry or something.
I thought I had a bottle over here somewhere.
Wow. Science, math, get off my lazy ass. Boom.
It's delicious. Blueberry cereal and milk and donuts, and it's fucking awesome.
So me and Jay made muffins the other day, and we couldn't find the can opener for shit. Like, it was just gone. So I'm in there with a kitchen knife, and I'm just hammering around the fucking
Condensed milk?
the blueberry can.
Oh, the blueberry.
The blueberry can, because we're poor. We use the cheap ones. But
Who doesn't?
I couldn't get the berries out all at once, so I was like, fuck it, and I just dumped the juice in there, and like, once I finally got the rest of it open, the batter was just blue. We just ate blueberry muffins, and it tastes exactly like that. Not saying it tastes cheap, because I like cheap, good muffins.
Yeah, dude, muffins are good, man. Dude, okay, so funny story. When I was growing up, I grew up in Tampa, Florida. The neighborhood I grew up in, there was this older elderly guy that lived down the street, and I guess he was, is it still called widowed if you're a dude and your wife is dead? Anyways, he was an older single guy. His wife has passed away.
He's a widower.
A widower, yeah. And so he was really nice, man, and he would go door to door like once a month, and would bake muffins and literally just bring us like a grocery bag full of tinfoil wrapped muffins, like homemade.
That's
dude. They were
dope.
awesome.
Bro,
It was cool, man. But I right now am vaping on the emergency vape stash, vanilla custard, basic custard.
Russ, Blue Rat Slushy.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't like blue raspberry, man. I can't do blue raspberry vapes. An actual slushy, yeah, but not the vapes.
I love them.
I got the Purge truck with the Bonza RDA on top. It's awesome. But yeah, I got that. I got a couple other setups, but this one is my all-day banger. Me pod. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Actually, I mixed some juice. I have some Naked 100 Nick Salts, the Really Berry, and I also have some Beard Vape Nick Salts, the peach rings, mixed in with it.
So it's berry peaches.
Yeah, it's like berry peach lemonade. It's delicious.
I like it.
Yeah. I need to put some more peach in there.
It's a little spitty. It's my only thing with me pods, though.
Yeah. It can be.
Did you put the super fancy little airflow gimmick in there?
I've tried them with the airflow restrictor, and I don't know. I like it, but I don't. It's a tighter draw for sure, but I feel like it's easier to burn out your pods with it. I feel like you don't get as long of a life because you don't get that airflow.
You're not pulling the air through the coil and kind of cooling it off as you're vaping. I see that.
So I just run it without it now. I ran a couple pods with it, but they died out quicker, so I
let us know what you think. Airflow restrictor or no?
Let us know. Anyways, I guess one thing we wanted to touch on is batteries and battery safety. I had a customer come in the other day, and
let me see if there's a. Where's your bad battery box?
It's over under the first display. The first display with the vape stuff. Yeah, not the food. Yeah. So anyways, battery safety is really important. I know in the news there's been a story, and unfortunately a young man had a catastrophic event with a battery. I don't know the whole story. It's unfortunate that stuff happens, and my condolences to his family. But when it comes to using like mech mods and unregulated mods, any mod really, even regulated mods, your battery wraps need to be whole. They need to be rewrapped if they're torn, nicked, dinged. Replacing your batteries frequently every 6 months or a year is a good idea as well, because you are the safety with your mechanical devices.
So basically, this is what a good battery wrap is going to look like. No nicks, no cuts, no tears. It's a pretty solid battery wrap. What happened was, I think somebody put this on a charger backwards, and it fried it, and it won't charge anymore. Apparently, there are ways to fix that. I don't like electricity. It hurts. Not a huge fan of it. So that one's just messed up. But chewed, coming off, exposed metal, other than for the contacts. The top with the insulator and everything looks fine. A little nick here from what I can see. I mean, you can just tell this battery wasn't super well taken care of. I mean, it happens. You lose a battery underneath underneath your car seat, and you find it like a month and a half later, and you're like, oh shit, a battery.
Yeah, speaking of losing batteries in your car and whatnot, man, battery cases are essential. It's $1 piece of plastic, man. Will save your life. Use battery cases,
covers, any of those little like sleeve things, that just anything to protect your batteries, because you've got a pocket full of electricity. If you've got a pocket full of change or keys, that could light your pants on fire. I don't want to set my shorts on fire.
Yeah, that's not my idea of fire crotch.
That's not a good time.
Not good.
It's not a good time.
Yeah.
But then the curtain will match the drapes. I'll be bald there too.
Fry it off, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. So yeah, guys, just be safe with your batteries. If you use mechanical devices or unregulated devices, please know Ohm's law.
Be safe about it.
Be safe. Don't blow yourself up.
There's no reason to try and build like Cloud's monsters and just try and build like a .04 just because you think you got it. It's not safe.
No. On my mechanical devices, I have good high drain batteries, and I typically don't build below a 0.1 just to be safe, man.
See, like the lowest I'm comfortable going is like 0.06. There have been a couple builds that I've had that, they look pretty. They were pretty sturdy builds. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head what they were, but they were pretty sturdy builds. I had good Ohmworks batteries in them. I think I had the Ohmworks like 4.7 or whatever they are in my TVL at the time, and I was running it. I felt safe, but I also have some experience doing lower builds for comps and stuff like that. Because my normal daily vape, if I'm gonna vape a mech mod, is gonna be like a 0.08, 0.07, because I like a little bit of heat, but I also know that my mods have proper ventilation. My batteries are wrapped properly and safely, and I'm not just gonna let it sit in my pocket and bounce around, potentially firing off in my pocket. That's just
and definitely like with your tube mods, if you feel like getting warm after 1 or 2 hits, let it cool down. If you want to vape that way, you're an adult. That's your decision, but
just make smart decisions.
Be safe. Don't your battery has a continuous amperage that can flow through it, and you just don't want to exceed that, man. It's just not worth the risk.
You don't want to overextend.
You want a hot build, get a regulated mod, get a series box and build 0.25, 0.3. Do something different. Just do what you want to do. Like I said, you're adults, but just be safe, man.
Yeah, it's like with anything else. Do it responsibly, because you're the only person that's going to take care of you.
Exactly. I don't even think we talked about it. We are at Peace Pipe Vapors.
We're here at the Oakwood location right now.
Represent.
We've got 2 more locations, one in Commerce and one in Cornelia. Everybody here, is awesome. Obviously, me and Casey work here. We've got Jay, awesome. Jeremy, Aaron, Bobby, Trevor, Jason, our manager, owner. He's an awesome guy. He's pretty on the spot with everything, taking care of us and taking care of the shops and everything. Make sure we all have the newest stuff.
It's a great place to work. We're a family. We take care of each other. We have fun together. and you know, it's awesome. It's a great place to work. It's been a lot of fun. I've got to, you know, try out new things that I potentially wouldn't have tried without working in a vape shop. You know, I know not everybody can. It's not in the cards for everyone. Maybe not everyone wants to.
Oh, I found that pen you were looking for.
Oh, I didn't know that that was there. Okay.
Found
well, I was looking for a pen and I couldn't find one. Jesse found it, so I'm golden. But yeah, man. Did you want to touch on the?
Let's do the flavor comments.
Okay. So I'm sure most people know, at least your hobbyist vapors and hardcore vapors, but not everyone maybe is aware. The FDA's new, what do you call him? Administrative head, whatever. Scott Gottlieb.
Boss guy,
the FDA boss guy. He has opened a comment period for the public, and I don't believe you even have to be a U.S. citizen to comment.
No, I think it's just a general, like you go to the page, we'll have the link in the description below, but I think it's just like you go on there and it gives you a link, click here to submit a comment or something like that.
And basically what they're trying to do is just get general information about flavored e-liquids and you know, you can make a short comment, you can write a paragraph, but it's up to us if we want to keep vaping delicious things like vanilla custards.
And this, I'm
and
still super pumped on
strawberry candies and, you know, blueberry donuts. If you don't want to be stuck with just straight menthol and tobacco flavors, we need to do our part. I know it's boring, it's not always fun to do this kind of stuff, but it takes 5 minutes. Go to the website. The last day I believe you can do it is June 14th, 2018. So, like I said, we'll put a link in the description to the website where you can go and leave a comment. But yeah, do that, man.
It's
I like
just like
tobaccos, but I don't want to vape a tobacco flavor every day. I don't like menthol, so I'm not going to vape menthol flavors.
The only menthol I can really do is brain freeze anyway.
Yeah, some of them are okay. If it's got a light menthol, I can do it.
Or the chill line. I like the chill line.
I don't think I've tried that.
The Tropicool, it's like a... I actually gave a dude a bottle yesterday because we didn't have any, and I had one personal. It's like the strawberry kiwi Capri Suns.
Oh, delicious.
But with a menthol.
Delicious.
It was just cold, like super, super cold.
Yeah, I can do a little bit of Coolada in certain flavors, but I'm not big on the menthols. I don't know if anyone's ever tried it. It's an older company. They've been around forever, but Vaporfy. They have a juice called Island Frost, and it's the only menthol juice I've ever bought and vaped the whole bottle. It's
Vaporfy?
It's like a grape, champagne, tropical fruit menthol flavor or something. It's crazy, but it's delicious.
The champagne kind of throws me off.
Dude, it's good though. It like gives it like
the only time I've ever had champagne is like at New Year's, and it's always that shitty champagne that everybody's just like giving away. Oh yeah, they're just like, here you go, have some champagne. Dude, I bought 40 bottles for $1.
I had a buddy of mine a few years ago. He was in the Navy and he was transferred to Hawaii. So I lived in Savannah, Georgia at the time. Just south of Charleston, South Carolina, where he was stationed at. And anyways, he came down, and I brought him to the airport, and we stayed in a hotel in Charleston the night before. It was me and him, and she was my girlfriend at the time, but my wife, and we went to Walmart at like midnight and all bought our individual bottle of like $4 champagne. It was the worst hangover I've ever had, like worse than any whiskey or like rum or even Jaeger. Like, it was bad, dude. It was awful. And I'll never drink that much champagne again.
I don't... There's only, like... I've drank a bottle of wine, I think, twice. But it was a real cheap shit from... I think you can get it at Walmart. I'm not saying it's cheap shit like it's bad. It's cheap shit like it's good.
Franzia?
No, dude.
Box wine?
No. No, it's a blue bottle. It's got ivy leaves or flowers and shit on it. It's called Moscato It's a Moscato d'Asti.
Yeah, that's why.
But it's got like a big like teardrop bubble thing in the bottom of the glass. Dude, it tastes like Sprite and grapes. Dude, I just turned it straight up. I was like, this is delicious. Let me get it.
I worked in restaurants for a long time and bars. I bartended and waited tables for a really long time. And I worked at this Italian place, and all we had was a wine bar and bottled beer. We had no liquor, so we were forced to learn about wine pairings and stuff, but it was cool because I got to drink a lot of free wine. And I went through like a year phase where I drank a lot of red wine.
I can't get behind
Chianti.
I don't like wine.
Yeah, it's
kind of gross. I don't like the bitterness. I don't like if I want something bitter, It's gonna be something dry, like a vodka or something like that.
See, I want to turn this back to vaping real quick. See, there's a difference in what people like. This is why the flavor comment is important. People like different flavors. Doesn't matter what it is. Foods, drinks, vapes.
Some people like gin. The rest of us don't.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I love gin. It's like grain alcohol and elderberries.
Ugh, gross.
Something, no, I'm just kidding. I don't like gin. But anyways.
I actually had an elderberry vape juice once. It was super weird. I don't remember who it was by. It was just some like house juice that God, I don't even remember where it was at, but I tried it.
I thought elderberries were like fake. I thought that was like some Lord of the Rings like made up shit.
No,
it's like apparently a real berry?
It's some real thing. Unless they just called the juice elderberries. But dude's like, oh, this is the elderberry.
Leave us some comments.
Yeah,
are elderberries a real thing?
Who knows?
Who knows? Maybe you guys.
Probably the Googler.
We don't know. Yeah,
the Googler knows. Jeeves might know.
We ask Jeeves.
Ask
somebody. Please go ask Jeeves.
So Bing that shit. I need it.
Yeah, Bing.
Oh God.
Yeah, just promoting internet websites now. Search engines. Science,
man. Speaking of science, I wonder if that science electricity thing has fixed my mod. So
yeah,
dude. Now. Then you can see what I'm actually vaping.
So unprepared, man.
Look, dude.
How do you work at a vape shop?
There are vapors and vapor accessories readily available here, so you be okay.
He's got a point. All right, whatever.
Okay, so now that I actually have my mod,
Boss Hog,
Tug Life, Lipo Flawless with the Centurion V2 on top, and some
the DNA 250.
Yeah, it's a DNA 250.
DNA 250.
But I don't know who makes this tip. Somebody let me know. It's got like a SB like engraved right there. You can't really see it because, you know, science, but it's got a little SB like engraved in the tip. Like you can see it.
I've never seen that.
Like
it is an SB. It's a legit an S and a B.
So if anybody knows who makes these tips, they're actually really nice tips. I enjoy it. It's still got that nice like big chuff feeling like on the tip. But Centurion V2, I've got the, I don't know what you want to call that, airflow.
The cheese grater cap, dude.
Yeah.
Cheese grater barrel.
But I don't know. I've adjusted it like back and forth, and if I want like a super just cloudsy hit, which definitely shouldn't do with dry cotton, I've got some hot wires on there right now and some cotton bacon prime. I didn't. It's just what we had. I want to try that Puff Wicks.
Yeah.
Seems pretty legit.
Have you heard of the swag cotton?
Yeah.
I want to try that. There's a dude on Instagram who does like hand carved like bone and like crazy awesome mods. They're super like one of a kind, high end kind of stuff. His name is like Apaka 469 or something. Forgive me if I don't remember, but I first saw swag cotton on his page, but it's supposed to have like a super high heat resistance and like very little break-in time.
Yeah,
it comes in like the hockey puck style.
Yeah,
canister.
I saw. We were watching Grim Green one day, and shout out to Nick, by the way. What's up, dude?
Shout out to ODB battery wraps.
Hey, those things are dope. The Pickle Rick ones are the sexiest.
Yeah.
But I was watching him, and he was talking about the swag cotton. He had it in something, and he had it in for like over a week, and it looked brand new. It, like you could see where the cotton had started to heat up, but other than that, you know, cotton changes color a little bit when you put heat to it. It looked fine. It looked like he had maybe vaped it for an hour or so. I was so pissed.
Fresh battery, so good. All right, you ready, dude? Cloud comp, back to back.
Bro, back to back. Send it. Nobody's gonna see this.
We didn't even count off.
No, that was bad.
That was the
worst cloud comp ever.
No, dude, that was a legit cloud comp. Like, it doesn't really matter who won because we're friends.
Because vapors.
And we're back.
Sorry.
Don't know what happened. Technical difficulties. I called our IT guy. He just reached over and fixed it. So
yeah, I hit stop and then I hit play again. We waited 3 seconds. It started. Thanks MacBook for working.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, MacBook. So yeah. What else did you want to touch on today,
Oh,
man?
I didn't get a chance to say, but I kind of held it up. This crispy crack from, what is it, PC Vapes?
PC Vapes.
Yeah.
Pink Cloud is what that stands for.
Yeah. So PC Vapes, really like their line. Our buddy Will got us onto it. Will Lundy. So they don't use any.
Will?
They don't use any sweeteners in their juices, which is awesome. So it kind of lets your coils and your cotton just kind of be. It's there, it vaporizes, and then it's pretty much gone. As far as my experience with it.
Dude, I vaped a whole 60 mil of the blue cake from them on one set of coils and one fresh wick of cotton, and I didn't change it the whole time.
Hell yeah.
It didn't gunk up my coils, and that's because they don't add any sweeteners to their juices. It's what, a 80-20 blend? 80.
Yeah, it's an 80-20
PG. But the flavors are really good for like a high VG, man. All their flavors are delicious.
Some of that crispy crack.
Yeah, let me get some crispy crack.
Dude, I want some crack donut, some blueberry crack donuts. Clouds, bro.
Clouds, bro. I was gonna try to do
O's.
an O, but I can't.
O's, bro.
I can only do them when people aren't watching me.
Nobody's watching you. It's just a camera. It's
Yeah,
fine.
dude, but it's stage fright. Yeah.
Oh, that's a thing.
Is it? Oh, the crispy crack with the one. Let me try it, dude.
Dude, one crack. Yeah. Start firing the snow wolf a little bit beforehand. That's tasty. That's like breakfast in your mouth.
Oh yeah, it kind of mellows out that overly sweet. I love the one, but it is really really sweet.
It's a super sweet juice.
That kind of mellows it out. I've actually cut it a couple times with some of this vanilla custard because it's sweet, but it's not. It kind of just makes it easier to vape for extended periods of time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
I want to get a ball of that crisp.
The crisp is good. This is my favorite.
The strawberry.
In their line. We got this line came in recently.
Strawberry. If you like strawberries and
strawberry.
tangerines.
This is a strawberry hard candy with honeysuckle. It's good, and this is my personal favorite. It's mango and raspberry. It's delicious. It's a real like fresh fruit blends. It's not like candied so much, even though this one says it's candy on the thing. It's not.
It tastes like a honeysuckle. Like you pull the honeysuckle off and just like did what you do with honeysuckle.
Yeah, it's not like an overly sweet juice. It's really nice, refreshing, all day vape kind of thing. If you really like fruit flavors, I would check them out, man.
That's good with that crispy crack too.
Come check us out at Peace Pipe Vapors. Buy yourself a bottle.
All the
It's
bottles.
delicious. All the bottles.
We have our own juice line. Our house juices. Georgia Vapor Co.
We do. Georgia Vape
They're-
Co.
They're way that way, right
The last shelf.
there.
Yep.
That's them.
That's them.
Casey just hiding them.
Yeah, we have, we carry our line in 0, 3, 6, 12, and 18 milligram, 70, 30 blends. We have, 20 different flavors
Like
or
20,
something? 22, 21.
We're almost like Baskin Robbins. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. Peace Pipe, Georgia Vape Co. 20-something delicious flavors.
20 something.
Let's try this the one again.
Dude, it's so good. I don't know how you think it's overly sweet. It tastes like a blueberry muffin. It's so good.
It's not overly sweet, but, if you vape it for, 3 hours...
Oh, dude, gimme. I'll vape it
straight.
for a month. That's fine.
I said the same thing when I tried it, and I was like, "Oh no, dude, this isn't too sweet." But give it.
Dude, I eat a lot. I eat a lot of, sweet, fruity candies. I can't do chocolate.
Oh yeah.
I'll eat, a Hershey's bar, a half a Hershey's bar. It's super sweet.
I'm gonna throw this battery on the charger.
Gets
real
it.
quick.
I like tattoos. So, Casey,
I was down at a 3.5. They was dead.
tattoos.
Tattoos.
I would love to get some.
I would love to get some more.
I wish I had some.
Some tattoos?
Yeah.
You don't have any.
No,
do you?
dude, I wish.
Yeah, I've never.
I need to get a couple.
Yeah, dude. I don't have a whole lot. Yeah, I got some. I got some tattoos. I got some leg tats. I got some arm tats. I got my handy dandy. I can't get my leg up that high.
Dude.
Hold on.
Dude,
I got my handy dandy beer mug. It says Destroy. That's like an inside joke. Me and my buddies made up a game called Destroyer when we were really underage, but we all got Destroy tattoos. So, yeah. I got that. I also got the one more, the calf tat.
Boom.
This is my owl and my weeping willow. I grew up in a neighborhood called Weeping Willows, and I really liked Archimedes from The Sword and the Stone.
Hell yeah.
So that was the story behind that tattoo.
Well, while we're on leg tats.
Yeah.
I've already got my fancy. Dude, gets it.
Alright, I'm gonna end up dropping your MacBook.
Please don't. It's fine. So my little brother's autistic, so I've got that. It says, I wouldn't change you for the world, but I'd change the world for you. It got his name in it right there. I've got 2 puzzle pieces because I have 2 brothers, but the other one's, just right there. He's
Dude,
just hanging out.
I did not know that my sister has autism.
Really?
I did not. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's what I'm puzzle pieces for on my arm.
Hell yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
I got a Alabama A just because, who doesn't like football? And a smiley face that my buddy kind of snuck in.
Boo,
when
Alabama.
we were doing that. It's fine, not everybody can be right.
All right.
So I actually kind of ripped this tattoo off from the Milk Maestro bottles.
There's a bottle right there.
Where is it at?
Right
Yeah.
there, dude.
I kind of ripped
Go
the
ahead.
cow off like a lot.
Yeah.
I sent the picture of the bottle to my buddy Manny, who's a tattoo artist up in Gainesville and Dawsonville, Cryptic Ink now. And I sent him the cow, and he's like, dude, you're getting a whole set. Regardless of whether you want it or not, you better sit. So, that, and then I've got this guy right here. So this is Your Pain, My Pleasure. When I was in the Army, we really liked to fight a lot. It's just infantry dudes. And then, a bunch of arm tattoos and chest pieces. And
You want to show them the Stoker's can?
dude, so... No.
All right.
I'm gonna make them wait.
We'll save that for another time.
I'm gonna make them wait for that one.
Overdripped. It's cool.
Oh, dude, it happens. Got a bunch of other pieces. Doc Holliday, because Doc Holliday's a badass.
Because Tombstone.
Because Tombstone. Val Kilmer, what's
Yeah.
up, dude?
Yeah. Represent.
I used to love fishing. I lived in Florida for a hot minute, like probably 16 years, 16, 17 years. I have a snook and a redfish up here, just because who doesn't like fishing?
Like red drum? Like
Yeah,
sea
like
bass? Dude, I used to catch them. When I lived in Savannah, dude, I lived on a house with a deep water dock, and that was like my favorite thing to catch. Those things are awesome and they're delicious as well.
Oh, dude, so good.
Yeah, spot tail bass, so good. Yeah, we're from the South. We like to fish. You know what I'm saying? I also lived in Florida for 16 or 17 years. Spent half my life in Georgia, half in Florida. Yeah, so I guess, on to other tattoos. This one is a diamond and a lotus flower. A buddy of mine designed it and just wanted to put it on me, so, that was fun. I did it on, Halloween one year. Then we go up. Oh, show some leg.
Oh.
Yeah, I got a flamingo. A little Florida tattoo, a little tribute.
Dude, I want to get a lazy flamingo tattoo. I'll show you.
Dude, I wanted to, anyways. This one is, my younger sister also has autism, which I, just found out Jesse has the same thing, so I got the all-seeing eye inside a blue puzzle piece. I wanted to do a little bit different than the actual, autism awareness puzzle piece, but that's that, and then I have...
Sorry my arms are so shaky.
No, that's cool, dude. Sorry my arms are so scrawny. But, then this one, local guy, Chris Bowen, shout out, Underground Ink Tattoos. I had a buddy who was really into rockabilly and psychobilly and that whole scene, and he passed away. His name is Colby with a K, so it was a little just remembrance piece for my best friend. So, that's it. That's all I got.
We've got a lot more. It's just that would take forever, and y'all don't care that much.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
The next one I'm doing, I'm getting Hood Rich tattooed on my throat.
I'm gonna get dad life. I don't have any kids, but I'm
Yeah,
gonna get
dude.
dad life tattooed on my gut,
That's
so
a
that way I have an
great
excuse
idea.
to be
Yeah,
fat.
dude. Hey,
When
I'm gonna run with that.
Dude, it's gonna be sweet. Just dad life.
Can we both do it?
Bet.
Buddy tattoo.
Send it. I don't care. Dude, I have got...
I'm actually a dad, so.
Speaking of buddy tattoos, the one he wants me to show you, I got with 2 other friends who, before I started vaping, I dipped habitually, multiple cans a day. It actually brings us to what else we were going to talk about. But I'll tell you that story later. I used to dip for a long time, like 14 going on 15 years. I dipped, that long, on and off periodically, this, that, and the next thing. Joined the Army, picked up smoking more frequently, casual cigarette here every once in a while at the bar or whatever. But in like right after high school, I wanted to stop dipping, stop smoking as much as I was, just because I felt like shit and I was trying to get in the Army and whatever. So I actually picked up, I wish I still had it. It's a Stingray. It was a 169 3-piece Stingray mechanical mod. And it was a number 169. I don't remember what they serialized them up to at that point. Or if they were just, here, throw a random number on it. Jesus, take the wheel. but I picked that guy up, and I go W3, little 5-post. I think it was a 22 millimeter RDA.
Yeah, everything was 22 back then, man.
You
guys who've recently started vaping, try to build on a 22 millimeter.
With
Sucks.
5 posts.
Yeah, that's. Dude, you remember the fucking 3-post addies? Like, you had to share lead space?
Yes.
It was awful.
Ridiculous.
I mean, granted, there's two-post addies now, millions of them, but it's not as savage because they have huge gaping holes for your leads. But
Vaporizing.
Yeah.
But with that IGO, dude, man, I loved that mod on that entire setup. If I had stainless steel or nichrome back then, and some of that swag cotton, dude, I'd have been set. I'd have had that setup forever. I eventually, got out of vaping, got more stressed with the Army, so I started dipping and smoking a lot more. Ended up selling that. I bought some setup off of Vape Happy. Like when I was actually in JRTC getting ready for, deployment and everything, which we didn't end up going on, which was really shitty. But I'm down there, and we got back, and we grabbed our phones and stuff. And a guy had been talking to me about it. One of my medics, Doc Berger, I fucking love that dude. He was crazy. He's like, yeah, man, I got this set up, blah, blah, blah. It was like a telescoping single 18650 with just some random RDA on top of it. It was red. I think part of it was knurled and part of it wasn't, or it was dremeled, or I don't know. It was fancy for the time. And I was like, send it. I'm gonna get it. It was $50.
Oh yeah, running, dude.
With the battery, it was $50.
Dude, that's not bad. I think my first mech mod, I bought a clone. I didn't know it was a clone. I didn't know about clones at the time, but I bought I think it was a simple mod clone. It was Tiffany blue, and I nearly
It was a sample mod.
Yeah, a sample mod. Yeah, it was made by A-Mod or Watofo or whoever they actually were. I don't know.
Yeah,
it was bad though. It was awful. But now my first setup that got me off of cigarettes though, I smoked Marlboro Reds. I went through a Newport phase, but the majority of my smoking career, I smoked Marlboro Reds, and I was up to a pack and a half a day, maybe 2 packs if I was drinking. And I got a Vision spinner. I think it was the original one or maybe the 2.
Oh, dude.
And I had a Nautilus tank on there. Not the mini, the full size. So it was top heavy as fuck.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
Dude, it was, that was the first thing that I was able to use
Talk about this
and really get away from, throwback device.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, I love
select your voltage.
This thing is so sweet for what it is, man. For what they're used for, the little gimmicks, the little jobs, they're perfect.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do some retro. We'll steal some Grim Green stuff and do some retro vaping sometime.
Shout out to Grim, appreciate you.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the guys before us and the people who fought for advocacy and our rights to vape, we wouldn't be here.
Absolutely.
So, shout out.
We wouldn't even have jobs, right? Well, we would, but
it wouldn't be this job.
Yeah, it'd probably suck.
Be chilling, vaping.
Our jobs would probably be shitty.
Yeah, I'd probably either be still in restaurants or maybe at one of the chicken plants. I did that for a while.
Oh, Fieldo?
Pilgrims. I was there for 2 years. It was actually a pretty decent job, but
it is what it is. It's not better than vaping all day.
Better. Yeah. It was hard work, dude.
Dude, I think I'm gonna
learn how to
reorder
sharpen the fuck out of a knife, though. Dude, I can fucking sharpen the shit out of a knife.
Hell yeah.
With a fucking steel thingy. Yeah,
Dude.
Gangster shit.
I think I'm gonna order my reorder my
really
original setup. I think I'm gonna reorder the Stingray, the Igo W2.
Dude, the Igo
some
Ws
22
are like
gauge
$4 on like certain websites.
Oh yeah,
I've
dude.
seen them. You can buy. Yeah, you can find them.
I'm gonna get some 22 gauge Canthal and some silica wick. I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna do it right.
Not a fan of silica.
I'm not either, but I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna experience my original first hit on a vape. I'm gonna try and call down to Cape Coral where the vape shop was. It was like on the corner of Del Prado, like right next to was it Walgreens? It was like right across the street from Walgreens. Went in there and it was like some kind of fruity strawberry. Everybody starts on strawberry.
Yeah, I started the first strawberry they got me. It wasn't a straight strawberry. The first strawberry I got was a strawberry milk. Like I was doing like lemon and blueberry and grape, and then I tried the strawberry milk and I was like automatically a dessert guy. Like from that point on, like.
Can I hold that snowball for a little bit?
Absolutely.
That
Vape
one,
away, buddy.
That one is just.
It's delicious. Man.
It's hitting it right now. It's doing the job.
Dude, if you want, I can put some of that in a bottle for you and take with you.
Oh no, dude! I'll just pick up a bottle.
All right, whatever, dude. You can't even be nice to anybody.
Keep
anymore.
your own shit, homie.
Whatever, dude.
You spend money on that.
No, dude. Trevor gave it to me.
But
run it. Anyways, so I think we were also going to just go over the difference in regulated, unregulated, and mechanical devices. Yeah, we're gonna do that a little bit. It's not gonna be very good, but we're gonna do it.
I'm not a scientist. I ain't a rocket surgeon, but I can do what I got.
It's not rocket surgery.
It's not.
It's not rocket surgery. Okay, so your mechanical devices is
Hold on, I'm dying. Real quick.
He's dying.
We're good. Juice to the throat. It's okay.
I don't really know. We haven't thought this through. We don't know what we're saying. We're just winging it right now.
This is a first job, send it, kind of first take, let it ride kind of deal. Except for that minor where I had to stop, call IT.
Yeah, we'd call IT.
Hit start again.
Yeah. But your mechanical devices basically, there is no chip. There is no regulating the power that your battery puts out to your atomizer.
There's no resistors or computers or anything. It's
sheer mechanics. It's metal to your energy source to more metal. It creates a circuit and
warms the coils. Makes vapors.
Makes the vapors. So like with a lot of your tube mods, I'm just going to show you mine for instance. And this is where battery safety really comes into play. This is your negative on your battery. This is your positive. Now, this little button here, this is your positive, and technically the entire rest of your battery is the negative. So that is why it is important to not have your battery wraps, because if your metal's touching your positive...
It's important to have your battery wraps.
I'm sorry, yes. It's important to not have fucked up battery wraps. You need battery wraps. That's true. Don't listen to what I'm saying. Anyways, if your metal, your atomizer is sitting, this one has my ventilation up top. I don't know if you can see it, the little vent holes. So I run this positive up. It's the weakest point of the battery. So if it is going to vent, most likely it will happen through the top of the battery. Anyways, if it's making connection to your top and your bottom and creating a circuit and there's a tear and another part of the negative, and it touches that negative into place, it causes a hard short, and that is when you go into catastrophic battery failure.
Potentially
catastrophic battery failure. So anyways, it's a brass tube. That's it. This is a hybrid mod, so the little nubbins in there is the 510 pin for my atomizer. It makes direct contact with the battery. This is your switch. The battery rests on here, and then when I press the button, my copper contact pokes out, touches the battery.
Just the tip.
Just the tip. Just the tip, only for a second. And it creates the circuit. So anyways, that's your basic, very, very basic
I wish I had my Chaos box. That would have been a
Make-
super easy descriptive
Yeah,
of an
yeah.
unregulated box.
He doesn't bring shit with him.
Look,
It's all your fault,
you're not my
dude.
dad. I left it at
do
the
you know?
I left it at Cornelia.
I'm actually his dad.
So, with regulated devices, obviously this has a screen on it, 70 watts. You know, batteries are at half. I change those soon, but you know, just got a basic battery sled in there. I'm gonna pull these batteries out, get in there. Nothing fancy that you can see, but obviously underneath this is, you know, the fancy little touchscreen, you know, setup that I can never figure out how to lock because whatever.
I'll show you.
I mean, I got it last time, but I'm probably going to fuck it up like 8 more times before I get it to
You
lock.
just slide it back. That's it. You have to slide it that way. Yeah. That
See,
way.
I slid it this way and it works.
Maybe it works both ways.
Maybe you work both ways. But there's obviously, you know, a computer board in here. Like with my LiPo box, my tugboat, it's going to have a computer chip in it. It's going to regulate, you know, it's got resistors and fancy electronic stuff that I have no idea about. It's going to regulate, you know, the current that's going through it, allow you to control the wattage as with, you know, the regular stick mods or the mechanical mods. The only way you can control any resistance on that is how you wrap your coils. You wrap 38,000 wraps. Oh, it's going to be like a 5-point something, so I don't know.
Might be more than that. That's a big resistance.
I mean, probably. But the more wraps you add, depending on the diameter, it's always just going to make it that much more safe. I guess is how I'm going to put it.
General rule, to get a higher resistance, okay, a larger gauge wire is going to give you a lower resistance. A thinner gauge wire is going to give you a higher resistance. The number of wraps, as you increase wraps, the resistance will raise. If you decrease wraps, it will lower. And then with the diameter of your coil, the smaller the diameter of the actual coil, it will also have a lower resistance. So a larger coil will have a higher resistance. So
basically,
there's a lot of factors.
Basically, more surface area, more resistance. If you do you know, I think it's a 6 wrap, 20 gauge stainless, comes out to like a 0.1 or a 0.11. But if you add a wrap, it'll go up to, don't quote me on this, a 0.13, and it goes up from there. It's just more surface area, more resistance. It's just going to be, you know, personal preference on how you vape from there.
Yeah. And then you do have unregulated mods that are not necessarily mechanical, like your PMW mods, series mods,
Hammond boxes.
Some mods that you cannot regulate the wattage in. That was one thing I forgot to say. The basically wattage or power that you're getting is just from the current left in your battery. So as you vape, your battery dies, and over time the hit will become weaker and weaker.
You get less vapor.
You get less vapor, less power to it. So you're basically getting the full voltage of your battery, minus
whatever its
voltage
output is
drop.
left.
Right. Until it's dead, and you gotta change your battery. Unregulated devices work the same way.
I'll bring my Chaos box next time. It'll be a better description. I'll be able to show you. It's basically just batteries, a sled, copper wire, vapor.
But there are more safety features in certain unregulated boxes versus a straight mechanical box.
Like BK boxes. BK boxes, I know for sure have a MOSFET in them. I know because I'm supposed to fix one for a friend of mine. We just can't find a MOSFET that fits. If anybody knows where we can get a BK box MOSFET, that'd be awesome. Just kind of
Talk to Chad.
put her down in there. That'd be dope. I tried to talk to Scott, Rising. He's so hard to get a hold of. He's always busy.
Well, yeah, BK is separate from Rising.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I would say, but Chad came in a couple days ago.
I knew if I could get a hold of somebody that would have a MOSFET, it'd be Scott, because, you know, Scott makes the Phoenix box mods, you know, Rising Vapor.
Yeah, but so there are some additional safety features in unregulated. It is different than mechanical, but as far as your power output, it works the same way, but you do have a chip in there that can help with, you know, short circuit protection and things of that nature. So there is a difference. I know this isn't that informative, but
yeah, like I said, I'm not a scientist.
vape talk.
I vape. I know how to vape safely. I'm not the most educated when it comes to, how, regulated mods work. I understand the basic premise, but I don't know all the resistors and all this fancy shit.
I don't know how the actual chip functions. I know that there's one in there, and that it will.
It's science.
It's science.
There's science that goes into some science that makes science.
But if you add some science to it, and then just like mix it with some science,
and then you get vapors
plus math.
Then you get vapors. So that's what I got.
Vapor math. That's what we should have called the channel, Vapor Math.
Vapor Math. No, because then people would assume that I know how to do math. They're going to send me math on more questions.
Yeah, but it's like aftermath, kind of like, different kind of math. But
we can always tweak it. What do you think? Vapor Math, JK Vapes, JK Vapors, Vapors.
Just kidding, Vapors.
Just kidding, JK.
Just kidding.
Lil JK, bro.
Jesse, Casey.
Just fancy. Kidding. It's JK. Like a play on words, but with letters.
Yeah, play on letters.
Play on swing sets, man.
Yeah, dude.
Keep schools safe.
Play on instruments, dude. Music is a thing.
I miss music. I miss being a musician.
Yeah, I'm not much of a musician anymore. I played guitar for a long time, and now
I used to play guitar a lot. I never got like super good. I never, I have a friend who went to Berkeley, I think, for classical guitar, and he's a phenomenal guitarist. Me and him actually used to play saxophone together. We were in marching band and all this together, whatever. It was super fun. I just miss being able to do it and having the opportunity to, go do all these cool things, playing instruments, going all these cool places that I probably never would have been doing it. Like I got to play at the Devil Rays Stadium. That was fucking dope. It was super echoey though.
They're just the Rays now. They took the Devil out.
Ooh.
Yeah. Tampa, Florida. Represent 813.
The Lightning almost made it to the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't watch hockey though.
Caps took them out though.
Really?
Yeah, I like the Caps. I like the Caps and the Lightning.
Hockey, but I don't keep up with it.
Dude, in Fairbanks when I was stationed up there, hockey is huge. Obviously, it's Alaska. There's not much to do. You can hunt, you can fish, you can play hockey
all year long, right?
No.
It's just like constantly frozen there.
I wish.
Yeah, I just dropped a marker, but
it happens.
Cool. So yeah, man, I don't really know. We don't really have anything else planned for this vlog, but
Vapor talks, man.
Vapor talks. Yeah, so we're doing things. We're living life. We're vaping. It's tobacco harm reduction. I can breathe better. I don't hack up phlegm every morning anymore.
I don't taste blood when I wake up.
Yeah, that's gross.
That's super fun.
I've had that happen like maybe once.
Oh, dude,
that was why I quit smoking Newports.
When I dipped a lot, I would get like the nasty like booty taste in my throat, and you could just taste it. Like, it was terrible. And then like I would wake up with like tasting blood. It's probably not good.
Yeah.
Medic said I was fine, so whatever.
Yeah, actually, I had a buddy of mine. Unfortunately, he passed away due to stomach cancer. And he gutted his dip spit for years and years and years. And I'm pretty sure that's the underlying cause.
Yeah, that's more of an underlying factor than probably anything else.
Yeah. So, anyways, guys, vaping does save lives.
Appreciate you watching. We'd appreciated you come in because we've been sitting here this whole time, and our Oakwood location's brand new. Having our grand opening
first week of July.
Somewhere
around there. First or second week.
Should have I think we're gonna try and throw a small comp. Just get our name out there. We've got a couple other vape shops in town. But we want to get our name out there too because we have 2 other locations that do so well. We just like to get more people in here, checking us out. Just coming to hang out.
Yeah. We're probably gonna do for the grand opening. There was talk of maybe a raffle, give off like a nice high-end mod or something like that. We might do some food and drinks, snacks, something, maybe trick comp, cloud comp.
I'm in to do a raffle if we get 100 subscribers.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we can do some giveaways.
I'm definitely in to do it.
We got some shit to give away. Support the channel. We'll give you some shit. Come on. But,
help us out. We'll help you out. Get some vaporizer and some vapor accessories.
Also, one last quick thing. Since we talked about battery safety, I personally own battery wraps, and if somebody comes in with a janky battery wrap, I will rewrap your batteries for free.
Yeah.
So
I'd rather see somebody safe. And
yeah, I will spend the 25 cents on a battery wrap to not see someone blow themselves up. So don't use shitty battery wraps. Keep vaping. Come check us out. Come hang out. We got snacks. We got nice, comfy sofas. We got Keurig coffee.
You can check us both out on Instagram. Mine's beardedamerican_TVL. When we get close, you might get the spam. You never know.
Yeah, mine is just Casey Man. KACEYMAN. That's it. There's not really anything on there. Just pictures of me and my kids. I have like 4 posts.
I know, but it's still kind of fun.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. But
let people see what's
maybe
going on.
Maybe I'll post some more shit. That's followers.
Us. We'll post shit. I have
Yeah.
like 700. I really don't care anymore. I used to be super into like Instagram, and then I realized 700 followers isn't that much. I don't care that much. But if you start to care, we'll start to care.
Yeah, I mean, I care about like you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Hey girl. Hey baby. Queso.
What up, girl? All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it.
Let's get one
stop
final.
by the channel for updates. You want to do a little cloud comp before we go?
Dude, final cloud comp and a
Final
double
cloud
vape.
comp. Yeah, a little. Are you gonna double vape it?
No,
Like,
dude. You want a double cloud comp? Double vape cloud
2
comp.
mods. All right. Yeah, I'm also rocking my old school Wismec, fucking original RX 200 with the Kylan Mini. It's dope. I like it. I don't know if this juice is gonna taste good together, but whatever. We'll try.
Send it. A little back-to-backness?
A little back to back. That's actually pretty good. I might mix those. All right. I'm just gonna stand up now.
Bet.
Yeah, I sit a lot. All right. Can we see this? All right. Ready?
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Cloud comp all day.
I think you got
I don't
that
even cloud comp. Yeah, I think I got that one.
All right, guys. Take it easy. Keep vaping. Stay American. Or whatever country you live in. But
America.
America.